Why did men wear makeup in ancient Egypt? Was it beauty, power, or a challenge to the gods? When we hear the word makeup today, what comes to mind? Women, the cosmetics industry, social media filters. But now, take your mind back 4,000 years. To stone temples rising from the desert, to golden statues of gods glowing under the sun, and to men with eyes lined in black. Yes, in ancient Egypt, makeup wasn't only for women. Pharaohs, priests, soldiers, and ordinary men all wore makeup. And no, this wasn't about vanity. This was faith. This was power. This was protection. This was identity. So why? For the ancient Egyptians, makeup was not about looking good in the modern sense. For them, makeup was a way to get closer to the gods, a method of protection against disease, a symbol of social status, and a part of the cosmic order. The Egyptians believed the universe was held together by a balance called ma'at, order versus chaos, and the human body was a reflection of that balance. A well-groomed body equals order, a neglected body equals chaos. That's why the body was adorned, whether male or female. Those iconic black-lined eyes we associate with ancient Egypt, they had a name, kohl. So what was kohl? Galena, lead sulfide, antimony, plant-based oils. These ingredients were ground in stone mortars and applied around the eyes. Why did men use it too? Because it protected the eyes from the sun. The desert sun was blinding and kohl reduced glare. Also, kohl reduced eye infections. Modern science has confirmed this. And the eye was the gateway to the soul. An unprotected eye meant a vulnerable soul. That's why even soldiers painted their eyes before going into battle. Makeup also had a mythological dimension. One of the most powerful symbols in ancient Egypt was the Eye of Horus. Horus was the god of the sky, a symbol of masculinity, kingship, and divine power. According to the myth, Horus lost his eye while fighting Set, but the eye was restored. The eye drawn with kohl symbolized rebirth, strength, divine protection. So when a man painted his eyes, he was saying, I am not just human. I am part of the order of the gods. Pharaohs were not just kings. They were living gods. Their bodies could not be ordinary. They had their own distinct makeup. Thick eye lines, dark emphasized eyebrows, shimmering skin oils, gold dust. Because this makeup showed that the pharaoh was superhuman, timeless, living on the same plane as the gods. Even in tomb paintings, pharaohs were depicted wearing makeup. Because even after death, one had to appear proper before the gods. And then there were the priests. Ancient Egyptian priests shaved all body hair, bathed multiple times a day, used special oils and perfumes, wore eye makeup. Why? Because the gods hated impurity. A priest who was hairy, chaotic, ungroomed, impure, without makeup, unprotected. That's why male priests followed grooming routines with almost military discipline. Then versus now, how is masculinity measured today? Toughness, emotional coldness, neglecting self-care. In ancient Egypt, it was the opposite. A well-groomed man was disciplined, powerful, close to the gods. A man who wore makeup was not weak. He was a higher being. This shows how recent our modern ideas of masculinity really are. So this is why men wore makeup in ancient Egypt: to survive, to get closer to the gods, to display power, to represent order against chaos. For them it was a purpose, a duty. And maybe the real question is this: are we wrong for seeing makeup as weakness today? Or were the people living in the desert 4,000 years ago more aware than we are? Should men wear makeup today? What do you think? Let's discuss it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.